in high definition from the area's most experienced news team. This is NBC 29 HD News at Sunrise.
Good morning, I'm Matt Talhelm. Thanks for waking up with us on this Friday, August 31st. Hopefully you're cruising into a long weekend, get to enjoy 3 days with the Labor Day holiday coming up, and don't have to cancel all of your plans just yet. David Rogers isn't that mean to us with our first forecast here. Good morning, David. Right, we got some time for the weekend to enjoy it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Matt.
Thank you, David. Right now, firefighters in Albemarle County are back on the scene battling a massive blaze that rekindled overnight at an apartment complex. That fire is forcing dozens of people out of their homes this morning. NBC 29's Caroline Colburn is live on the scene with the latest developments for us. Good morning again, Caroline. Yeah, Caroline, it'll be interesting to see as investigators get out there this morning in daylight to figure out what caused that. Caroline Colburn live on the scene of that fire this morning. Thank you, Caroline. This morning, 6 people are facing charges after emotions ran high at an Albemarle County School Board meeting. The board held its special meeting last night to address a number of issues, including that controversial dress code policy. Activists gathered outside Lane Auditorium demanding the school board ban Confederate imagery from the county dress code. Well, the county says several people became loud and disruptive and refused to leave when police asked them to, and that led to the arrest you're seeing right there on your screen. The school board says it will take more time to decide what changes to make to the dress code.
Our full determination of the dress code will happen when we believe that we have struck the best balance in terms of substance and legal jeopardy for that.
The school board says it will try to vote on the dress code policy sometime this fall. The next school board meeting is scheduled for September 13th. The trial for the man accused of a deadly car attack following last year's Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville will stay in the city, at least for now. A circuit court judge decided Thursday afternoon to allow the court to attempt to seat a jury for the November trial of James Fields Jr. Fields is accused of driving his car into a crowd of protesters after that white nationalist rally in August 2017. It resulted in injuries and the death of Heather Heyer. The judge decided attempting to seat a jury is the best option for now. NBC 29 legal analyst Lloyd Snook says that decision is fairly common.
What happens with virtually every change of venue motion ever filed is the judge says, very interesting, I will take it under advisement and we'll see whether we have any difficulty picking a jury.
This case will have one of the largest jury pools in Charlottesville history, with a total of 360 people involved. A 22-year-old man is charged in connection with an armed robbery in Albemarle County this week. Raekwon Burnett is charged with robbery, use of a firearm during a robbery, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. According to police, the robbery happened at the Hydraulic Wash and Cleaners between 8 and 9 o'clock Wednesday night. Officers arrested Burnett after the victim contacted police and provided a description of the suspect and vehicle. He is held at Albemarle Charlottesville Regional Jail. A new date is set for a hearing about the future of the Foxfield horse race track in Albemarle County. Both sides will now gather in Albemarle Circuit Court September 11th, when they expect to hear a judge's decision. A lawsuit alleges the CEO of the Race Association is trying to sell the property to turn it into a housing development. The hearing was postponed earlier this week due to the judge's involvement in an ongoing criminal trial. Today, Congress and the public will pay final respects to Senator John McCain. His flag-draped casket arrived in Washington, D.C. last night after making his final journey from Arizona. NBC's Tracy Potts is following today's memorials from Washington.
Washington.
Time now is 5:08. A community center in Charlottesville and Albemarle County is changing its name in a move to encourage more people to take advantage of all it has to offer. Starting next week, the Senior Center will simply be known as The Center. It will not change its mission or focus on serving adults 50 and older. The name change was made because the center doesn't want people to be discouraged from checking it out.
We are changing to the center, but dropping the word senior to kind of grasp that audience that may be in their 50s or 60s that have had a stigma about joining a senior center.
The center offers roughly 100 programs a week to its members, and many are led by volunteers who have a special interest in those activities. A nonprofit animal rescue is beginning its work in a new home in Louisa County. They have their plates full with training these animals to become pets for veterans in Virginia. Now they're asking for some help from the community. Welcome back at 5:12 on this Friday morning. A nonprofit animal rescue that started in Roanoke is now settling into its new home in Louisa County. Smiles Forever Animal Rescue takes in dogs and cats and places them with veterans in need of a companion. And with its large new farm and dozens of animals to care for, the organization is looking for donations and volunteers. NBC 29's Caroline Colburn shares the story. That is Caroline Colburn reporting. Smiles Forever will host an adoption event in September at Hollymead Petco. If you're interested in making a donation or volunteering, we've posted a link with more information on our website, NBC29.com. We're coming up on 5:15. Let's get a check on that forecast with David Rogers. Good morning again, David.
All right, here's today's question. What is the brand name for the product that has a mascot of a muscular man with a shaved head and earring? He's a pretty hipster.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Think about it. Send us your answer to Stumper at NBC29.com. Today's winner gets NBC 29 coffee mug, plus that gift certificate from University Tire and Auto Center is $250. And don't forget, we also have a 32-inch flat screen television to give away. So we're going to try to get your holiday weekend off to a great start. A lot of good giveaways today.
Yeah, I could see you with the shaved head and an earring, maybe back in the day, you know. Think?
Really?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see it.
I don't know.
Maybe we can get you in that at some point here.
Yeah,
you know?
we'll see.
We'll do a live ear piercing one day. Thanks, David. Right. We'll be right back. Time now is 5:21. We continue to follow breaking news at the Villas apartment complex in Albemarle County, where a fire that sparked yesterday afternoon has rekindled once again just within the past few minutes. Let's get back live to NBC 29's Caroline Colburn on the scene to tell us what's happening. Good morning, Caroline.
Well, hey there, Matt.
Yeah, of course, and that's displacing a lot of people there. Caroline Colburn live on the scene there in Albemarle County this morning. We'll get the latest in a little bit. Let's get a check right now, though, on your gas prices, the cheapest in the area. Starting out in Charlottesville this morning, if we can pull up those prices there, as you can see, these are their cheapest prices. I can't even read that. That's too small from where I am. $2.44 at the Sam's Club and Costco in Charlottesville. Looking in the valley, the Dupree convenience store is the cheapest gas prices there. I think that says $2.46. That's in Stanton. That's if you pay cash. And then the rest of Central Virginia, looking at the lowest gas prices in Crozet, Louisa, Madison, Palmyra, Zion Crossroads. It looks like $2.50 at the BP in Madison on Washington Street. Of course, for the cheapest gas prices near you, go to NBC29.com, scroll down to the features tab and click gas price watch. It's bigger on your screen. You can see it there. Let's get a check on your forecast with David Rogers. Good morning, David.
All right, Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, David. After severe flooding this summer, officials in Greene County are taking some steps to make sure rescue crews are always prepared. The county plans to train more than a dozen volunteers to have the skills to respond to any flood-related emergency.